Phantom Blade Zero foi o jogo que fechou aqui a Summer Game Fest, tendo o último trailer mostrado do evento, e foi um trailer bem bacana, cara, porque mostrou bastante do combate bem frenético aqui, bem rápido, e até mostrou com HUD pra não ter dúvidas de que era realmente uma gameplay. Mas, rapaziada, depois do evento, a gente teve aqui uma apresentação de 20 minutos falando um pouco mais do jogo. Então, pra gente assistir aqui junto. Rapaziada, se curtiu o vídeo, não esquece de deixar aquele crítico aí no like. Se inscreve no canal, segue a gente nas nossas redes sociais. Mas vamos dar uma conferida aqui. O evento foi na IGN Live. Então, foi um evento da própria IGN mesmo. E a qualidade, assim, do vídeo tá, assim, um pouquinho... Tá 1080p, não tá um 4K. Mas vamos dar uma assistida aqui, ó. Eles têm uma conversadinha antes com os desenvolvedores. Vamos ver o que eles têm a falar.
So excited to be here. We have a very special look at Phantom Blade Zero, which is a brand new action RPG featuring a dark art style, fast-paced combat, and a kung fu punk-inspired style that blends traditional wuxia combat with a unique fantasy flair. Here to show us a extended look at Phantom Blade Zero gameplay, please welcome the founder of S-Game, Soulframe, and community manager David Zhang. Welcome. It's so great to have you both here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So obviously you guys had a big reveal last year at the PlayStation Showcase. What's your experience been like since that original release?
Yeah, it's way over our best expectations, and we were overwhelmed by all these positive feedbacks from all over the world. We can't thank you enough for loving us. And today we're bringing you something more exciting.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for showing so much support for the game. For all of our previous promotional material, we showed a lot of cinematics, a lot of the story, and a lot of just like things to get people excited.
Mas teve
And
gameplay
today
agora.
we're here to show gameplay. So the point of this demo.
Será que vai ser aquela gameplay sem cortes?
Yeah, so
Pô,
the
eu
point of this
gosto
demo
muito.
is that, you know, we have overwhelming feedback saying that the game looks amazing, everyone's so excited, but like, what is the gameplay like? Does it actually live up to what the trailer shows? And we're here to show you today that it absolutely does.
So yeah, we are diving into gameplay.
Yeah.
Through the demo, what went into putting this demo together?
Yeah, we'll play it here.
Yeah.
It's really great to be here to walk you through the whole process of the demo. Yep. Yeah, you can see it's really a demo, right?
Pula o tutorial,
Definitely a
vai.
work in
Já
progress.
deixa pro cara.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go through the
Ele
tutorial.
vai
I
passar pelo
will
tutorial.
be the guy who is playing, and David will do the majority of the talking.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds
Cool?
great.
Yeah.
Great. So right off the bat, this is a demo, but
Yep.
do we get any story beats in the demo?
Well, for this demo, we focus on the combat itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
For this demo in particular, because it is demoed at SGF, we wanted to, there's not a whole lot of time for players to play, so we really want to focus on
quem
what
tá lá,
everyone is
né,
most
pôde
interested
jogar,
in,
né,
which is
cara?
the core combat, the core gameplay
Essas
that people
coisas
are
não vêm
engaging
pra
with most
cá,
of
né?
the
Muito
time.
raro vir.
Yeah, so what were sort of your main expectations for players to get to experience as part of this demo?
So the main expectations that we really want to
pulada ali no tronco foi meio estranho.
So this demo is really put together to showcase a sequence of fights with various different types of enemies using various different types of weapons that are going to be present in the game. Because we feel that right now the thing on everyone's mind is what the combat is going to be like. So that is what we want to show off the most.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, with previous trailers and sort of examples of the game, there were a lot of Soulsborne comparisons. Would you say that those are accurate?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Although
Pô, eu não diria que é
our map is a
Soulsborne, hein?
multi-layer, multi-pass, Souls-like map, but actually we're combining the
Ele tá mais hack and slash.
old-fashioned combo-driven
Ela,
traditional
combo.
action into a Souls map. So it's kind of a combination of these two archetypes.
Ele falou que vai
Yeah,
botar.
so
É
you
porque a
see
legenda
that,
não tá muito
you see
legal.
that.
É tipo. Ele vai botar tipo um mapa de Souls,
It's
assim.
super fast-paced, so
Mas ele é bem mais
it's
rápido, ele é mais hack and slash.
combo-driven, and you have very fancy combo, and you see it here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Soulsborne comparisons, upon first glance, you might think it looks kind of like a Souls game, but really, as soon as you see the combat, it's quite different. It's a little bit more akin to the combo-style gameplay present in something like Devil May Cry, for example. Very fast-paced, hyper-aggressive, heavily inspired by like Chinese wuxia.
Pô, a gente precisa, viu? Porque, cara, estão fazendo muito Souls-like.
Kind of style
Muito.
of fighting
Let's do
is
a
this
very
like
basic
just
attack first.
Yeah, it's like very
É bom ter tipo um
acrobatic,
Stellar
very- a lot of
Blade, um
showmanship
Phantom
in the
Blade,
fighting.
que é...
And we really want to represent that in the game.
Pega
Amazing.
coisas,
We
mas não
talked about-
fica
You just mentioned
muito
Devil May
igual.
Cry. Are there animation cancels included as part of the combat?
Yes, absolutely.
Ó, tem como cancelar a
So there's a
animação.
lot of animation cancels with both your primer weapons, and later you'll see in the tutorial you'll showcase the phantom edges, which are kind of like these gadgets that you can use as well. There's various ways to string together combos from multiple weapons together, as well as like your ultimate and then your phantom edges to kind of create these awesome long combo strings.
Yeah, that's always something that was super, top of mind for me when looking at the
Takayama.
gameplays. It looks so cinematic, so cool. It feels like everything sort of blends together very well.
Yeah.
You talked about weapons. You can kind of see one of the weapons right here. Which weapon is this one?
So this one is the one-handed sword, and then you can see on the other slot you have the dual blades.
Yeah, now let's shift to dual blades.
Vamos lá. Dual Blade.
So what
Yeah.
what weapons do players have access to, and will there be more available in the full game?
In the full game, there'll be a wide variety of weapons. In the demo currently, I believe we show 4 different weapons. We show them across multiple archetypes. So here you see the dual blades and the one-handed sword. We also have like a long straight sword and then a great sword later in the game to kind of show off
a great sword.
different types of weapons.
Actually, we have 30 in all, in total. 30
All right.
Eu acho que ele quis dizer 13, né? 13. 30 acho que é muito.
And also we have this Phantom Edge, which is secondary weapon.
13 já é muito.
Yeah, talk to me about
Yeah.
Phantom Edges. What are
Yeah, it's something like this.
Que isso?
they? That is awesome.
And you can
Phantom
also
Edge.
shift to another one. Here is a
São as armas à distância, entendi.
Yeah.
Pô,
So
legal,
there'll be a
hein?
wide variety of phantom edges, kind of covering
Pô, bem
a
Devil May
bunch of
Cry
different
isso, né,
gimmicks
mano?
in combat. So the bow might be used for example, sniping down longer ranged enemies. Maybe if you want to go for a bit of like a pre-planned approach where you see an archer in the distance, you might want to snipe them before engaging with the melee enemies. There with the Tiger hand cannon, very flashy. You can actually use that mid-combo if you animation cancel correctly to kind of blast enemies right in the face, or use it from a distance to kind of knock enemies to the ground.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
The parrying system. I think it's a very unique system in our game.
Parry é bem único?
Let's
Por
show
quê?
you
Como é
the
que é?
concentration mode, and you can move while you are defending. And
É, defesa, beleza. Segura ali defende,
Yeah,
você pode
so the
andar
defense
I
defendendo.
just hold it here. Yeah.
There
Mas
seems to be almost like a guard break mechanic.
você tem, tem como você quebrar.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, like right below the health bar, there's your Shachi meter. It's kind of like a stamina meter. And pretty much as you're blocking, using this kind of block stance, it'll drain your Shachi meter. And once it's drained, you'll kind of like be guard broken. So
precisa ficar o tempo
this
todo, né?
defensive tool, it's easier for new players to use, but it does have it's on a limited resource. So you have to be careful how long you use it for.
And also the enemy can also block your attacks.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's.
E
a
vai
bar
gastar na
below
dele
there
também, né?
as well.
Vai.
God, every time I see the combos, it's just, oh my god, this is so exciting.
É, ele tem um impacto também do
Are
sound
there any
effect.
sort of combos that you guys are most
Legal,
excited
fica
for
bem
people to
impactante.
find out in the game?
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
So many.
So many.
Yeah.
You will see.
We don't want to
You will
spoil
see.
too much, but
Yeah.
we got a very quick look at some of them right
Yeah,
here.
you will see in the real battle.
Yeah, this isn't even the start of the real
o
battle.
parry,
so
vamos
it's
ver o que ele
just
falou.
tutorials.
It's still the tutorial. Yeah.
Amazing.
Perfect parry here. Yep.
So there's a couple of defensive mechanics that I can explain. So first, I mean, we showed off the kind of block stance as like kind of the most basic introductory level of defense. You also have a parry that you can use. You can parry regular attacks, or there is these blue attacks that come in where if you try to use the block stance on it, it'll drain a lot of your stamina, but you can parry it to get what we
O
call
ataque
is
você
a
fazer o
ghost
parry.
step.
Yeah, let's see.
We
Ghost
showcase
step,
it right
vamos
here.
ver.
So right here is a ghost step.
vai lá pra
and
trás
what
do cara,
that is
maneiro.
it's this kind of like special defensive tool where you kind of turn the enemy's offense into your offense and kind of take back the advantage and go on the attack.
Amazing.
You
Really, here we're seeing-
can parry the red. Yeah. You
É, e aí
can
você
parry
usa o
the red
R1 que dá tipo um dodgezinho, né?
But you
O
can
Ghost
do-
Step.
But you can do this.
Yeah, so for the red attacks,
Yeah.
they're the other kind of like heavy attacks in the game the enemies will do. And essentially these red attacks cannot be blocked. They'll go through your block, but instead you can dodge it. So if you dodge it regularly, nothing will happen. But if you perfectly time a dodge and wait till the last moment to dodge, you'll also get a ghost step, allowing you to kind of get in more damage and weakening the enemy, opening it for combos as well.
I love it. It seems like there's so many opportunities
Yeah.
to do combos.
And this is the our surge.
Nossa, regaçou.
Yeah, so that was the ultimate ability in the game. So each weapon will kind of have like a different combination for its
Será
ultimate.
aquele que tá ali embaixo?
And you can see in the bottom right-hand corner that purple flame on your weapon shows that you have an ultimate charge. Kind of just fighting enemies will recharge it, but if you land ghost steps, it'll recharge it faster.
Amazing. And there you go.
There you go.
First
Finish
enemy,
of the tutorial. Yeah. Let's go to a real battle.
Yeah, real battle.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so I know we've had conversations in the past. You guys have talked about sort of recapturing the spirit of that sort of PS1, PS2 area, that creativity.
Yes.
So I know this has been a huge focus for you. How do you feel this is reflected in Phantom Blade Zero?
You'll see. I think it's full of innovations and very unique consideration about the game mechanics, and we do a really tough work. We wish S-Game can be in this studio with much reseces.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can see here.
Yeah, let's keep watching, absolutely.
It's
Essa
not
câmera da menina ali, velho,
Souls,
diferenciada, viu?
It's not a typical Souls game. It's something very different.
So this demo obviously is sort of like a vertical slice of gameplay that focuses on combat, so it kind of like teleports you to different parts of the game. In the full game, what can players do between encounters? Is there overworld discovery, like hidden items to find?
There are tons of explorations and hidden chests everywhere, and here you can see we can
Pode ir pra baixo ou
do
pra cima?
these assassinations. Yeah, let's do it
Ah, lá
here.
dá pra dar um stealth kill então.
Yeah,
Very clean.
when you observe
cima?
from here, you can see the maps are multi-layered, multi-path.
Tem
It's a
bastante
3D
caminho, tem
map.
bastante caminho.
Although in this demo, we only showcase a very small portion of this. And we can also shoot the other guy. Yep.
Yeah, so here it kind of showcases a bit of like creative uses of the Phantom Edges. With the bow, you can kind of observe the environment, snipe down enemies that it might be harder to reach with melee combat.
Yeah. There are many hidden corners. There will be a chest over here in the real gameplay. But
ele não
in the
botou o
demo,
baú,
we
mas
just take off all the
mas tem um
objects.
baú ali.
All right, so make note, guys. There's going to be a chest there.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
sure you write it down.
The guy's hidden in the corner. And also something like this.
Nossa
Yeah, we
gameplay,
also have
por
like
favor.
contextual movement in the environment like that. In fact, there will also be contextual movement during combat as well, which we'll showcase later in the demo. But you'll be able to slide down walls, do wall runs across different areas, and you can actually cancel out of these contextual movement options early to kind of find secret areas like this.
Yeah, this is a secret platform with a chest here.
Aí, mais um baú aí, hein?
Another note to keep track of, guys.
Yeah, yeah. You
Mais
will
baú
know
aí
in the
pro jogo final.
future, there will be a lot of hidden objects hidden in these corners. And now we're going to do another assassination.
De cima, né? É, tem que ter, pô, tem que ter. Ih, a espada deu uma louca ali.
Okay, let's get to the battle. So even
monte de
a
bicho.
very basic enemy can do this acrobatic movements.
Ah, o bicho de efeito
The
também
combat,
brabo, irmão.
Essentially, when both you and the enemy both still have your stamina meters, it'll be this back and forth of like high speed sword play, where the enemy will parry your attack, you'll parry the enemy attack.
É lá, mas olha
once
só.
you break the enemy's
É pra ver quem quebra a distância primeiro.
opens it up to do a longer combo chain like that.
Yeah, I love
Vai quebrar dele.
the
Quebrou dele.
attack that we saw just earlier. It's super
Consegui
reminiscent
ainda.
of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Pô,
You
até
can
que o recovery
really
foi bem
tell
rápido.
There's a lot of those elements in the gameplay.
Yeah, pretty reminiscent of the like old kung fu movies if you've seen any of them.
Absolutely.
So something you might know of the environment, something that we're going for is that it is very much like Chinese martial
Quebrou, hein?
arts, wuxia inspired, but it's also a combination of global aesthetics as well. S coined the term Kung Fu Punk to kind of signify this kind of aesthetics art style. It's a combination of both like Chinese iconography with like the wuxia martial arts kind of visuals, as well as like steampunk and even some sci-fi elements, kind of like some global aesthetics being put into this as well. So it's really a combination of a lot of things.
Eu não preciso ver ele falando não, pô.
So this is the first boss in the demo. You can see the attack.
É, o primeiro boss, eu queria ver.
So we're looking at this boss right here. How many bosses can people face in the demo?
There are 3 in total.
Bastante vida do bicho.
Yeah. Would you say which one is the toughest?
Oh, definitely the last one.
The last one is toughest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's.
Finalizou?
Very nice.
That's
É bem rapidinho o combate, né? Ele é bem rápido mesmo. Questão de, tipo, de arrancar vida e tal.
And now we're moving on to the second level of the demo.
Yep.
This will just be another boss fight. The first part of the demo was like a sequence of smaller enemies ending with a boss fight, and here we're just going to show off 2 more of our bosses.
Fantastic.
Yeah. David, how about you're going to play this?
Yeah, sure. I would love to.
Now it's David on the sticks. Love it. No pressure. No
the
pressure.
long sword.
Vamos ver se ele joga melhor então, vamos ver.
So you can see that the weapon switched in this level. In the actual game, you'll be able to equip your weapons, but in the demo, we just want to switch them for the player to kind of show off a couple of different weapon variations.
Ele tá com a longa
Do you guys
suja
have
agora.
a particular weapon that's your favorite to use?
I love the dual blades, personally.
Dual blades?
Yeah.
I love the big blades.
Very opposite playstyles here. Yeah.
É legal que botou pra ele jogou pra ele a arma que ele não gosta tanto, né? Ele preferiu de espada dupla.
Now talk to me about this boss. Who is this and what's sort of your strategy when taking them on?
Yeah, so for this boss, he features a couple of range attacks, but there's a small gimmick that I'll show you actually where he starts off with this range attack that you can just block at first, or you can parry to save your stamina, but if he does it again later, I'll show you can actually run in and parry it if you time it correctly.
Ó, falou que vai conseguir, vamos ver. E o Perry, pô, já gastou a barrinha dele pra caramba, mano.
Oh, and I'm back on the defense. And I can actually weave in my Phantom Edge right here to extend the combo.
Nossa!
Yeah.
Pô, ele treinou, ele praticou em casa.
Out of that using a dash, so that I can kind of go back to doing my attack.
And then we see the ghost step.
Yeah, you see the ghost step.
Tomou, hein, parceiro, você tentou. É, tentou. Melhor tu beber, hein, paizão. Um golpe tu falece, hein.
Here he comes again.
Ah lá! Faleci!
This one's a lot tougher than the previous one. So.
Ele devia ter bebido, pô. Ele devia ter
We tuned
bebido.
down the difficulty for the demo, but
Porra de alce ali, mano. Você viu?
Yeah, so what is sort of the difficulty meter, would you say, between the demo and the full game?
Well, this demo represents in the full game if you fully cultivate the character. Yeah, so
Cultivar o personagem.
it'll be tougher in the real game if you don't progress the character, but it'll be easier if you level up.
Tá na dificuldade média aí.
So this is
De
in the
acordo
middle,
com o
somewhere.
upgrade. Aí, variou, agora vai. Faz um dano legal.
Take potion.
É melhor, é melhor.
so here I use my ultimate to cancel the boss's attack.
Yeah.
Kind of
Ah,
extending
ele
my
usou uma
offense a little
ultimate.
bit.
Vai tomar. Ai, não conseguiu. Beleza. Arregaçou agora, agora é pra arregaçar.
And here I kind of ran in and parried the range
Yeah,
attack.
nice.
There we go.
Era isso que ele queria fazer, pô. Era isso que ele queria fazer, pô, foi boa. As boss fights são bem rapidinhas, né?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a look?
Yeah. The
Mas
last
você morre
one.
bem rápido
This is
também,
the
né?
final boss.
Yeah, this is final boss. I'll have 1 or 2 tries if I cannot pass.
É, se ele morrer uma vez, você pode morrer
We've
também.
seen a couple bosses so far. This one, I actually believe we saw a glimpse of in one of the previous trailers.
Yeah. This one is in the previous trailer.
How do you feel now that people actually get to go hands-on against something that you teased so long ago? Like, is there like a little bit of more pride around moments like
Super
this?
excited, and it's also very fun to see people being killed by the boss. Yeah.
Tem que ver a pessoa morrendo.
And also, this boss has very brutal way to
É a arma do boss? Acho que é, né?
your
Parece.
head off. Yeah, you can
Último
see
boss.
that.
Love the setting for this.
This is the boss from the first trailer.
So in the original trailer, there was a lot of acrobatic elements during this fight, and we wanted to show off that a lot of that people thought was just cinematic is actually part of gameplay.
Vamos ver como é que é a gameplay.
Kill me. Yeah,
Tem que desviar?
Do anything. So it's brutal.
That is
Ele deixou pra mostrar, né?
All right, now for real, now for real.
Yeah, now for real. Yeah.
Caralho, tem uma finalização
But we
maneira
have
então.
multiple
Legal.
ways to
Cara, tem hit
get
kill dos
this.
bosses, tá?
One of them is climb up the column.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that column climbing mechanic there was showcased in our first trailer, and even though it looks kind of like just the cinematic in the first trailer, it is actually part of gameplay and a strategy you can use to defeat certain bosses.
É, porque
like
parece que ele não
Is that
defendeu esse
also
ataque,
something
né?
you can use to extend your combos further?
Yeah.
Or is it mainly as a dodging mechanic?
Yeah, so it's open to kind of the
Caraca,
player's
jogou
creativity.
bomba.
I think
Vai de novo.
we set up like certain parameters to kind of certain
Yeah,
affordances for the
let's
players to play with, and they're
mas ele desviou, hein?
different ways to use it.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Nossa,
weaving in
arregaçou o
some
bicho.
phantom edges again to extend some
Yeah.
combos.
So I'll leave it to you. I'll die for this run and you try it again.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds
Because
good.
Vai deixar?
Yeah, we can show different style to defeat this guy.
Beleza, ele vai deixar o outro cara
It's
jogar.
not so easy.
S is making it look easy. He's probably played the game the most out of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We saw the sort of like flail that he has switch to almost like a shield with like spikes coming out of it.
Actually, this weapon is a fantasy weapon in Chinese wuxia culture. It's called 血滴子 naming blood drop. Yeah, it's a very brutal weapon that can go to your head and take your head off.
Yeah.
And your head is collected inside this thing.
Oh, that's cool. So you can kind of have it as a trophy.
Yeah. You can have this
awesome.
for trophy.
Now, talk to me a little bit. I know we talked about the sort of style, the kung fu punk aesthetic. How do you go about
Desgraçados.
designing, kind of key moments like this? Having this, I guess, sort of temple that you walk into and there's an enemy waiting for you. What's the thought process behind this? Sort of
Yeah, you
pattern?
always see a combination of traditional things like this temple and everything, and you also see
Metade do boss já foi embora, já a gente nem viu.
punk elements like the shield and the mechanic hands. So we always use a very nice combination of different cultures.
Não, o estilo é bem legal, realmente.
Amazing.
Kung Fu Punk, né, que eles chamaram, né? Tem umas paradas meio
There we go.
mais modernas, assim. Ah, deve ter sido legal, mas eu não vi, né?
Guys, that was incredible. Guys,
That's it.
Soulframe, David, thank you so much for joining me here and giving us this look at Phantom Blade Zero.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
Now,
you.
before we go,
Yep.
let's check out this brand new trailer.
Opa, novo trailer? Não, esse aí é o trailer que tá passando na Summer Game Fest, né? Esse é o trailer da Summer Game Fest. Ou não?
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41.
Esse é o trailer da Summer. É isso aí, rapaziada. Espero que vocês tenham curtido aqui a gameplay, mano. Eu achei bem legal, viu? Achei bem legal aqui o jogo que, tipo... A gameplay é mais hack and slash do que Souls-like, né? Como acho que todo mundo, um mínimo de bom senso, tinha imaginado. Mas também achei interessante aqui, e aí tem que ver como é que vai ficar no jogo final, com questão, assim, do progresso do jogo e tal. Mas as boss fights, elas são muito rápidas, né? Coisas de, tipo assim, 1 minuto e pouco, né? A luta da boss fight. Então, assim... É um pouco diferente em questão a isso. Geralmente, boss fight, você fica um tempo lutando contra o boss, né? Aqui é bem rapidinho. Então, vamos ver como é que vai ficar no jogo final. Achei um pouco curioso, um pouco diferente, né, do que a gente costuma ter de boss fight. Mas diz aí, o que vocês acharam aí da gameplay do Phantom Blade Zero? Se curtiu o vídeo, não esquece de deixar aquele crítico no like. Se inscreve no canal, segue a gente nas redes sociais. Ficando por aqui, valeu, um abraço, até mais e fui!